In this video, I'm going to show you how to manage drivers into Calumet's My2Calumet cloud-based fuel inventory management software. To begin, navigate to the left-hand side to Inventory Data. Click on Drivers. This will take you to the driver management page. Managing drivers is a lot like managing vehicles. The first thing we want to look at is how to add a new driver. Click Add a New Driver. Here, you can see it asks you for the name. This is the name of the driver. In this case, we'll put Buzz Aldrin. The driver number, that's a number that's going to normally be automatically assigned for the order that it's going to be in the box. In most cases, you want to just leave this alone. The code or transponder, this is either the 4-digit code that they're going to use, or you can put your transponder in here. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. What's probably been taken, so let's put, say, 8585. If you have a transponder, this is where you want to use that USB stick and wave the transponder over it, and it'll put the code here. PIN is a secondary number that you can use for secondary security. For example, if you wanted them to have to put in 2 codes instead of 1. Most people don't use PIN, but if you want to put in a secondary security option, you would have that here. Most of the time, you're just going to be using this code here. Personnel number, this is strictly for reporting, for you to be able to determine, basically, let's say they have an employee ID number or the last 4 of the social to determine if you have multiple Buzz Aldrins that work for you. You can use this as a differentiator to determine which is which. You can also select which driver group you want it to be a part of. That has to do with reporting. I'll show you here in a minute how to set up driver groups. And then you have the approval section. Approval lets you know which fuel terminals that this driver has access to. Let's say, for example, we'll use the same example I used in the vehicle video. Let's say the driver works in Oklahoma, but you have offices in Texas and Oklahoma. You can limit the driver to only have access to the Oklahoma fuel sites. Let's say those are these. Or if you don't care and he can get fuel anywhere, you can leave it on approved for every. When you're done putting in all this information, make sure you click Save. And now you'll see that Buzz Aldrin has been added down at the bottom along with his code. This shows all the relevant information. The next thing you can do for reporting is go to Driver Groups. You can see here we already have some driver groups located. We can add a new driver group. Let's name it Astronauts. Description, people who went to space. And then if we want to go ahead and select pre-existing drivers, we can go and select those. In this case, I'm going to select Buzz Aldrin. And then I'll hit Save. And now, anytime I make a new driver, I can go in and select that Astronauts group if I want to make them join that group for reporting, something we'll go over later. Now, if you want to edit a pre-existing driver, simply hover over it, click on that driver. You can change their code, their PIN, personnel number, the group that they're associated with, or what they have approval for. Now, let's say that you want to remove this driver from having access to any of these things. Let's say that he got fired or he's on leave. You would simply say approve only for the selected, and you would remove all of the selected and click Save. Now, this driver is still inside of your driver management profile, but if you go to approval, he actually can't access any of those boxes. He won't be able to go and get fuel anywhere. Now, when he comes back, you can simply give him access to all of them again, or you can select which ones he has specific access to. You can also go in and delete a driver if you want to, and then you have the option to remove him from the refuelings or to leave him there. So let's say I delete driver test number 1. You can see he's disappeared now, but we can show him back up and use that later if we want to. Say we run out of space. And most people won't run out of space on their fuel terminals, but if you do, you can go back in, you can restore that driver, and you can change their information. If you have any questions on how to manage your drivers, feel free to give us a call at 281-446-7300. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned.